Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down, Jedi. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
We're always crash landing. Can we ever just land normally once, please?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
That's just rude.
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
Oh, hey, Atten. Atten, how's it going? How's it going? You want to level up real quick? You want to level up real quick, buddy? Yeah, that's good levels. There we are. Okay. Alright, Cray. Let's go ahead and have the fun times. Yeah, got one of them. I don't know why I bothered.
Yes.
You focus on this one. Or you could not. Or you could, and I can move here too. Oh, I can move back. Alright. Oh yeah, HK part. Would you look at that? Only one of these 3 HK droids has a HK part? How does that work? Logic. What is it? Is that Bayo? Hey Sanka, you dead? Yeah man. Yeah man, he dead. I've explored this entire thing, there's nothing up here, but it's a large ass area. A large ass flat nothing. With just one door here. So let's go inside, shall we? Get out the cold. We're just gonna leave him to that. We're just gonna leave him to that. It's not important.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
You're the bitch that stole my ship.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell?
Comedic effect.
Why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance
Why am I
of
dead?
an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war, and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason, and now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No, I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Oh yeah. There's some shit going on. There's some shady shit going on in the party. Also, I realised that wasn't me that was dead. That was Bayador. I thought that was me because we're both bald.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Yo, bitch stole my ship.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are travelling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here? Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility. The Ebon Hawk is here, safe. Its records and navicomputer are being dissected to determine what caused the destruction of the Paragas facility.
You mean the Sith?
We're having some trouble with the navicomputer, but I think with your cooperation, willing or otherwise, that will cease to be an obstacle. If it is your ship, perhaps I should be questioning you as to what happened, and why you destroyed the facility and murdered all the miners stationed there.
Bitch, I didn't do no such thing.
A facility of over 150 personnel, all dead before you arrived. A childish story to mask your crime. And with the facility destroyed, you think there is no way to confirm your story. But I will pry the truth from you, I promise you that. Necessary? The destruction of Paragas was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I mean, you're blinded by your entire hatred of me to even think that what I'm saying matters. So why are we having this discussion? That's always bothered me. Like, no matter what you pick, she's always going to be like, no, you are wrong. You are in the... It's like, why are we talking then? Why have you called me here? If you've made up your mind, why are we here?
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragas, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Why is there no Sith option?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Oh. Okay, but first, why is there no Sith options? Alright, there we go. But first, I gotta get smart with this bitch.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
Here we go.
The Sith? What do you mean? You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
I'm Paragas, bitch.
Paragas? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. You. If they thought you a Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here. Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall. We shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Gladly.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand. Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done. Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
I'm like 80% sure I missed a dialogue saying where she whips out a lightsaber. And by lightsaber, I mean your
You all right,
lightsaber.
mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachment.
Lies.
As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
I'm still like 80% sure I missed the cutscene where she whips out your lightsaber and is like, hi bitch, this is mine now. But, okay. Also, out of curiosity, what Jedi Master has a red and black room? A red and black meditating room? Yeah, just questions. Just questions I have for people. Okay, so we got these handmaiden sisters. They all say the same shit.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. It is not part of my duties. Free them yourself. Then you must leave this place. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to. He has had some Michani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well. I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
Ah, things are starting to click into place. He's a murderer of guilt and he has special military training. Interesting.
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service. You may ask, the mistress, what of her? She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy. We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
I mean, that ain't true, but still.
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to. Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
They will not.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing. I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place. Oh yes, we train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion. Very well, follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Probably gonna get my ass kicked here.
Before we begin, are you familiar with the Chani traditions? All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked though.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength. Then let us begin.
Let's see how quickly I die. Hand-to-hand combat looks good though.
This will teach you.
I keep missing. I'm gonna lose this. Oh no, I won. Okay.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements. Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
Okay. Let me get my clothes back. There we are. I'll be back. No. Because there's one more bit of dialogue we need to have here. And then we can leave. Handmaiden sister, handmaiden sister. Nope, I think it's in here. Here we go. Handmaiden. Not handmaiden sister.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
And you the bitch that stole my ship.
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion. Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear, these are pure moments of expression. You may ask. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others. I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so. There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
You know how we could build that trust? If you became a party member later. Imagine that. That would build all sorts of trust, wouldn't it? But that ain't gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
You may ask.
And you got 9 hours.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
I know, they touched me back and it was weird.
Please, I wish to know. I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Oh yeah, let's say, baby. I'll get the hell out of here. Is it that way? Is it here? I'm gonna loot all your shit, though. I'm gonna loot all your shit. I've healed up, so I could probably just go back if I wanted to and try the next level of fighting. But maybe later. Hey, T-Buddy! Aw, yeah, little T-Body's back. Good times. Good times. I'll take all that. If Atris didn't hate me before, she's gonna hate me now when I tell her that I've stolen everything. Okay, that's how you get to the urban hall, but I don't want that. I want to find out where my dudes are. Oh, it was right there.
Why have you approached?
And Bayo is still dead.
What you came for? There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. There is a Jedi here, perhaps. In that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious. Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force sensitive. Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline.
Yep.
Very well, let us depart. He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
Yeah, it's cool, bruh.
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
You know what? I'm gonna have one more fight before we go.
Why have...
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it. You met... We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Ichani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders. As I have said, it is not unusual for the Ichani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders. If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, Exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
Bitch.
One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the matter and be silent. You may ask. I would welcome a chance. Very well. Have you returned to fight again? Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques. Then let us begin.
Okay, let's see how this goes. This don't seem fair. This don't seem fair. This doesn't seem fair in the slightest.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements. Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you. Then let us begin.
You know what? She didn't say anything about armor, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. Let's just stick. Let's just stick.
You know much of melee combat. You surprise me.
Why?
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake. If that is what you wish, then we shall honor it. We shall see how you fight against a group of us. We shall take you in a pair, using everything at our disposal. Use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique you wish. We shall match it. Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we...
Okay. So we're just gonna... Okay. And you know what? Just for added measure.
There is nothing. If that... We shall see how you fight again. You... Then...
This will teach you.
What the fuck was that attack? Okay. Okay, I don't know why I came here, but I'll take it.
This will teach you.
Yeah, I saw it. Once per round. When is it my turn then? There we go.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps too much. I admit nothing. The Ishani stand together. To defeat one or two of us says nothing of how a true battle would go.
Okay, listen here, bitch. We're doing this. I don't care. We are doing this. Actually, you know what? No, I'll come back. I'll come back later. It's been enough time. It's been like 40 minutes here. I'll come back and we'll fight. We'll fight all of them at once. Also, I should probably put my armor back on. Okay, we outie. We outie 5,000. Yeah, I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up a lot so I can just mop the floor of them. Probably come back when I get my lightsaber. Like at that point, I think I'll be sufficiently leveled to take them all on at once. Yeah, okay. Okay, but we outie 5,000. G. Okay, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Okay then, give me a second. Because I thought we can come back whenever we want. Huh. Alright, no. So I'm gonna get my health back. Hey, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna cheat a bit. I'm gonna cheat on this bitch.
You have You are as strong. One does not sweat in the polar regions of Telos, so all that will break will be your pride. Then our last battle shall be the 5 of us against you. Use any item, any weapon, any technique you wish. You will need them. There is no need for the last of us to join in this fight. The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our techniques. We fight as one when we are 5, not 6, and that number should be enough for this lesson. Very well. We shall begin.
Oh, the buffs didn't stay. What the fuck? The buffs didn't stay. Ah, that's bull. Okay, you know what, girls? I don't like being crowded. I ain't taking all 5 of them on. Nah.
This will teach you.
Nah, I ain't getting done.
You were no match for our battle is done.
Okay. Well, So much for taking on all 5 at once. Ah, well. It's doable. I know it's doable. I've never done it, but I know it's doable. It has to be doable. But I ain't doing that. It's probably doable if you're a counselor, because then you can stun lots of them and target one at a time, whereas if you're a guardian you have to just survive. So we're just gonna leave. We're gonna be out at 5,000.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.